Breaking news, viewers, coming in at this point in time. What we have learned is that All India Institute of Medical Sciences AIIMS received 13 patients. According to sources, among the 3 deceased persons brought to AIIMS Trauma Center, 2 are foreign nationals, 1 is an Indian citizen. One of the 3 deceased, now we have details of them, 2 are women, 1 is a man. Among the 2 women, 1 is an Indian national. So this is the latest update that we are getting right now for our viewers. Now the focus also is going to shift to the investigation, the lapses, the owner of this particular BNB. And before we talk about all of that, let me go across to my colleague Kritika. Kritika, what we have learned is that AIIMS received 13 patients in total, and 3 deceased were also brought to AIIMS. One of them was an Indian national. What more details can you share with us?
Well, absolutely. What AIIMS is also currently telling us is that 13 people had, in fact, been admitted to AIIMS, out of which, in fact, 3 of them had also jumped. So, as you were also pointing out, there are the windows, and that is from the windows itself. We're being told by hospital authorities that, in fact, people had jumped to save their lives. That had what had undertaken, and those people are also were, in fact, brought to AIIMS. 2 of them being foreign nationals and 1 being an Indian citizen, and of course for others as well, 3 have been now transferred to the burns department as well. And for as far as the treatment for those is concerned, of course, a lot of them are currently admitted into the trauma center. 3 of them have been transferred to the burn center as well. At max, however, 18 people were brought dead, and even there what doctors are telling us is that people, there were about 39 patients that were admitted, 18 were brought dead, and from those who are still surviving, many are on ventilator care and ventilator support as well. They've been able to discharge 5 of them after initial care. But what also continues to unfold is how many of them are coming in with fracture injuries. So of course there was no other way to save their lives for a lot of them than to break through these windows and jump. There were, as you were also telling us earlier, people are sharing that mattresses were also put in on the floor so that people could in fact jump from there as well in order to save their lives. Kids, women, men alike, all of them were jumping off, and Max Hospital is right opposite the road. In fact, when I've traveled, we've been able to walk.
Right, Kritika, stay on with us. There is some movement happening here where I am right now, and we also saw just now some more, broken glass that. Some glass that fell from the windows. Now, the building that you can see right now on your screens is completely damaged because of fire, and the damage is clearly visible across multiple floors. And just now, viewers, what we witnessed was some glass also falling from the top. And this is happening at a time when a forensic team is also present at the spot right now. And the forensic team went inside a short while ago. The forensic team is present here. But now the structure, it seems, is quite weak. That's why just a short while ago, just moments ago, we saw some glass, falling down. And just look the kind of damage this building has suffered because of intensive fire, in fact, that broke out earlier today. Cause of fire, of course, still is, being ascertained. We are yet to know what really led to this kind of a tragedy. But this is how the situation looks like at this point in time. The charred facade that you can see on your screens of this particular building, and 21 people lost their lives. We have a couple of reactions also lined up for you. Listen in.
सौरभ भारद्वाज हमारे साथ में है। करीब 21 लोगों की मौत और पूरी बिल्डिंग में आग लग गई। बहुत सारे ये भी इस बात सामने आ रही है कि निकलने का और आने का रास्ता सिर्फ एक ही था, इतनी बड़ी इमारत।
देखिए, वो तो सरकार का टूल किट है। पालम में आग लगी, रास्ता जाने और आने का एक ही था, चलो उस पर ही डाल दिया। विवेक विहार में आग लगी, रास्ता जाने और आने का एक ही था। रेखा गुप्ता के घर में कितने रास्ते थे, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ। शालीमार मार्ग में रहती थी ना वो, उनके घर में कितने रास्ते थे? जब 9 लोग पालम में मरे, तब सरकार की फायर ब्रिगेड की लिफ्ट नहीं खुली। कहा गया कि जांच कराई जाएगी। 3 महीने तो हो गए, जांच की रिपोर्ट तो आई नहीं। कब आएगी, मैं तो रोज पूछता हूँ। विवेक विहार में आग लगी, 9 लोग मरे। सरकार की फायर ब्रिगेड में पानी नहीं था, लोगों ने कहा लेट भी आई। जांच की रिपोर्ट कहाँ है, हमें तो मिली नहीं। सरकार कहती है कि जो मरा है उसी पर दोष डाल दो और पतली गली से निकल लो।
तब अथॉरिटीज को समन किया जाता है, पहले क्यों नहीं होता सर ये?
आपको आशीष ने बताया ना, जवाब दिया अभी।
सर, इसका जवाब नहीं मिला सर, क्योंकि इससे पहले भी चीजें हुई हैं।
मिनिस्टर देंगे।
अब जब होता है तो बोलता है डीएम जो है वो कार्रवाई करेंगे, पहले क्यों नहीं होता है? सतीश जी,
अभी क्योंकि बिल्डिंग में आग लग चुकी है, इसकी एनओसी थी या नहीं थी, इसके पास परमिशन होटल रेस्टोरेंट चलाने की थी, कितने कमरों में B&B चलाने की थी, इस सबके कागजों को इकट्ठा किया जा रहा है। जिसकी ये बिल्डिंग है, जिनके लापरवाही के कारण ये हुआ है, पुलिस जांच करके उसे तुरंत अभी गिरफ्तार करेंगी। आसपास के इस एरिया में ऐसी जितनी इमारतें चल रही हैं जिसमें राई बराबर भी वायलेशन होगी, शाम तक उसकी जांच करके ऐसी सभी इमारतों को सील किया जाएगा।
And we have some more breaking inputs coming in at this point in time. We have learned that Max received 39 patients. 18 were brought dead. 15 are currently admitted in ICU, including 8 patients who are on ventilator and in critical condition. 5 patients with minor injuries were treated and discharged. 1 patient, in fact, was shifted to Safdarjung Hospital due to excessive burns. Deceased included both local as well as foreign nationals. Let me go back to my colleagues who are continuously getting us latest updates on this tragedy in the national capital. Priyank Tripathi is live with us. Priyank, we couldn't hear you earlier, but give us more details about the condition of those who are still admitted in Max Healthcare battling for their life.
See, they are having breathing issues. This is what the doctors have been saying, and many of them also have burn injury. Because of this incident of fire, which started around 8:48, there was a smoke engulfed situation. The building apparently became a gas chamber. This is what we were trying to tell you to our viewers, that look at the condition of the window. It was a very small space for the smoke to come out. This particular building was totally engulfed in smoke, and because of the patients who are staying here, those post-operative patients from Max Arcade who were staying here, they could not move out from the beds and they needed help, but the situation was not favorable for anyone to go out for the help. But since this building was totally engulfed in fire and smoke, the patients, those residents who were staying here, attempted to move out towards the safe passage, and the only entry and exit was the staircase. That's why multiple bodies have been found on the staircase of this particular building, and all those individuals who have been rescued, who fainted because of the kind of smoke which was present in the building, they were shifted to the hospital. And what we have got information from Max Arcade, that either the patients are having suffocation or the breathing issues, or that they are having burn injuries. Back to you.
Right, Priyank, request you to please stay on with us. Let me also go across to my colleague Kritika as well once again. Kritika, we have spoken to a lot of, first responders as well in this case. Local residents, in fact, stepped in to, help the people who were trapped inside. And a lot of them have told us that a lot of people died primarily because of asphyxiation, because probably there was not enough ventilation. And as Priyank was telling us that there was only one entry and exit point as far as this Airbnb is concerned. Can you help us understand the lapses that have now surfaced as far as this tragedy is concerned?
Unfortunately, that is quite correct. In fact, this is a structural issue as well that we are witnessing multiple times in multiple fires that are engulfing different buildings, whether residential or commercial as well, all across Delhi. Now, even here, if you would look at the different buildings that are currently situated in this very lane in Hauz Rani, there is barely any setback that has been left by either of them. So, of course, in case of fire, all of these buildings can also become a hotspot wherein it would just trap in the residents as well as customers right inside. There appears to be only one entry and exit at most of these, in fact, buildings. Over here also you can see that because there is no space in this house, they've put up a staircase right outside, and that is how the entry and exit works over here as well. So these norms, whether they are being headed to or not, is something that the administration should have pulled up their socks for. Less than a month back, we saw a very heinous fire, in fact, take place in Vivek Vihar, wherein many members of a family died, and all of them also died because they were not able to escape the house, as our colleague Priyank was also speaking of earlier, had turned into a gas chamber. There was so much smoke that people primarily died due to asphyxiation as well. So these entry-exit points become very important, specifically when we're speaking about commercial institutes. As you pointed out, 6 rooms. That was the permission that was given to the specific Airbnb. However, over 20 were running over there. More than 40 people were living there. When you think about a hotel situation, you wouldn't think that this is, a very large number. But this is a very congested area, a very small building in which about 40 people were in fact all stuffed in. Once again, showing you the visuals as well. The way these houses are all located very close to each other. And in fact, all across the lane, we're seeing that such buildings are just situated next to each other. A lot of them have also turned their establishments into B&Bs, because this is also, a method of earning for a lot of families as well. The hospital is right on the opposite road. And when it comes to affordability, people would come to such options if they are available. Now, it is up to the administration to ensure that whenever such mushrooming pops up in and around, in fact, hospitals as well, they have to be very, in fact, prompt with the yearly audits, which in this case, clearly missing. Over to you, Hina.
Right. Right, Kritika and Priyank, requesting both of you to please stay on with us. We have some more breaking inputs coming in right now. As far as Delhi Inferno is concerned, there's a big update that we've got for our viewers. 10 police personnel, we have learned, also got injured during rescue operation. Cops got injured while saving the lives of other people, and these include 5 constables as well as 5 head constables. The cops who reached hotel right after fire broke out. So this is the latest update that we are getting. Let me get in a quick word from Priyank on this. Priyank, unfortunately, 10 police personnel also got injured during the rescue operation. And, it was a extremely heartbreaking moment. The people that I have also spoken to here at the spot have told us that how the rescue operation wasn't really easy. They used blankets, mattresses that were available. Because there was no clear exit point that was there for people living inside, they had to actually, ask people to jump out of the windows. And extremely tragic incident here in the national capital. Priyank.
Yes, certainly. Now, let me describe it to our viewers that what had exactly happened, because we are talking about an incident which happened around 8:30 at rate 40 to 48. The fire department officials received the call, and later to that, they moved to the location. You can look at the kind of structure which is there, and it's a very narrow lane. The fire engine stopped here. They moved out their equipment so that the fire can be brought under control. But looking at the kind of situation, it was very difficult for anyone to step out from this particular location. And then it was the only entry and exit passage which was there, which was the staircase, which could not have been used by these individuals. Later to that, what we saw, that is the Delhi police team which moved to the location along with the fire department officials, sustained multiple injuries because they were attempting to go inside. They were attempting to bring all those injured outside from this death trap which was there, which was made because of the lapses not only from the hotel owner's side but also from the administrative side, because this hotel is not far away. This Airbnb is not far away from the main road, and it's quite obvious that people would have noticed this. We are talking about a location where the foreign nationals would have been staying, and certainly in this kind of scenario, the local police also come for verification. We are not talking about a location which is certainly far away from the eyesight of any of the government officials. This was a prime locality where all these MCD, local, civic authority staff could have been coming here. So this is a tragedy which has happened because of the major connivance of the official. This is what we can sense, because this is certainly a location which could not have gone unnoticed. Then you have the kind of construction. I can still see that the building is slightly tilted on the left-hand side, which is certainly showing that the kind of damage which has been caused to the structure because of the massive fire which happened here. So death trap, patients, post-operative patients staying here, and the authorities are keeping their eyes shut just for few gains which they could have been getting is a matter of investigation, for which the Delhi Home Minister has assured. We confronted him that why you wake up every time whenever this kind of tragedy happened. The Delhi government did not have any kind of answer for that.
Right. Absolutely. In fact, Priyank, you know, a short while ago, even I saw glass from some of the windows, maybe on the second or the third floor, falling down. So the condition of this building is quite bad, and it also tells us how, you know, bad the fire really was, that literally engulfed the lives of 21 innocent people who had come to the national capital to get better, to get treated. And viewers, what has happened in Delhi, it raises several questions. And we are saying that it's not a tragedy, it is a murder. And that is the reason why it is important to ask some big questions. Question number one, why did this particular hotel have only one exit point? If there are 20 plus rooms operating in this particular building that's behind me, where this fire incident was reported earlier today, which claimed the lives of 21 people. Why was there only one exit point? Question number two. It had the license for operating only 6 rooms, but it operated 25. Question is why? India is presenting itself to the world as a hub for medical tourism as well. And that is the reason why patients from different parts of the world, especially Africa, come here to get treated, because medical facilities are better here. And that's the reason why a lot of foreign nationals had come to this building as well, they had come to this particular B&B, because it was easy on their pocket. It was very close to the hospital. So why were there no checks and balances? Third question, why were repeated violations not detected? How is it that 25 rooms were allowed to operate without anybody getting to know what's really happening so close to the hospital here? Question number 4, how did hotel breach the bed and breakfast license? Was there some kind of political influence? These are some of the questions that need answers. And also, did the hotel have valid fire clearances or not? That is another extremely important question that needs to be asked today. Now, viewers, it is also important to highlight some of the lapses that have now emerged. Even as investigation is continuing, even as forensic team is right now in this particular area, forensic team went inside the building and came out. They're doing their job right now. But some lapses have now emerged. Lapse number 1. Hotel had only one entry and one exit point. A big building that you can see behind me. It had at least 3 floors. Even in the basement, there were some rooms, I believe, that were operational, and only one exit and one entry point. Lapse number 2, permission was given for 6 rooms, 25 were operating. Lapse number 3, 40 rooms crammed into 100 square meters. Lapse number 4, hotel was located just next to a transformer. Lapse number 5, narrow structure hampered the evacuation process. This is what a lot of local residents here in this area have also told me, that the area is so congested, the rescue operation became really tough. And if the area was not this congested, maybe they would have been able to save many more lives. Lapse number 6, the windows were very small, the exits were narrow, and the dangling wires that you can see in that particular area, that tells you the state of affairs as far as this Flourish Stay B&B is concerned, where people had come to get themselves treated in the hospital nearby, but unfortunately they lost their lives. We also have spoken to some people of this particular area. Listen into what they said.
सवेरे 8 बजे शॉर्ट सर्किट से आग लगी है, तारों का जाल बिछा हुआ है, उस चक्कर में आग लगी है, शायद हीटेड होकर के वायर जल गया होगा। उसके बाद जो पड़ोस में होटल है, जहां 20 से 25 कमरे हैं, और सामने चूंकि मैक्स हॉस्पिटल है, जब वो जो वहाँ इलाज कराने लोग आते हैं, उसके परिवार यहाँ ठहरते हैं, और शॉर्ट सर्किट से फिर किचन में आग लगी, किचन से फिर पूरे फ्लोर में और पूरे वो ऊपर की मंजिलों में लग गई। सामने जो रजाई गद्दे वाला व्यक्ति बैठता है, उसने अपने सारी रजाइयां बिछा दी, और ऊपर से लोग कूद कूद के बाहर निकले हैं।
एक्चुअली जैसे ये आग लगा है, जैसे इन लोगों ने आपस में कॉल किया, इन लोगों को जल्दी आना चाहिए था, जो कि 1.5 घंटे बाद इनके लिए सारी चीज़ें आई। ठीक है, जो लेडीज ऊपर से कूदी हैं अपनी जान बचाने के लिए, एक तो मर गई बेचारी, एक बची है, उसके भी तो हाथ पैर चले गए ना। कितने लोग अंदर ही झुलस गए हैं। मैक्स में जाके देखिए कितनी डेड बॉडी हैं, कितना सब कुछ हुआ है नुकसान। इन लोगों को, प्रशासन को सोचना चाहिए कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं। टाइम पे नहीं पहुंचते हैं ये लोग, अभी सारे के सारे मीडिया वैसे ही इकट्ठा होके आ जाएगा, जितने भी पॉलिटिक्स है सब इकट्ठा होके यहाँ आ जाएंगे। ये हो गया वो हो गया, हम इतना पैसा देंगे इतना पैसा देंगे, पर पब्लिक जो मरे हैं उनकी जान तो नहीं बचा सकते ना ये लोग।
मैं करीब यहाँ से 9:30 बजे करीब जा रहा था, 9 बजे, तो यहाँ पे आग लग रही थी बहुत तेज। उस टाइम पे मैं और मेरे दोस्त जा रहे थे स्कूटी से, उस टाइम पे पूरी आग लग रही थी और हमने यहाँ पे रोक के देखा ना तो वहाँ से बिल्डिंग से लोग कूद रहे थे। करीब 4-5 लोगों को हमने कूदते हुए देखा था, और शीशा तोड़ के, वो भी एक गिरा था तो एक का पैर टूट गया था। वहाँ पे फिर बहुत सारी फायर ब्रिगेड आने लग गई और यहाँ पे पूरा रोड सब ब्लॉक हो गया था। भीड़ लगी, यहाँ से गाड़ियाँ जा रही थी क्योंकि, तो सारी गाड़ी वाड़ी सब हटा रहे थे। तो हम भी यहाँ से जा ही रहे थे, तो फिर यहाँ से सीधा निकले थे उस टाइम पे, और बहुत सारे लोग तो कूद के नीचे से फिर गए थे। करीब 6-7 लोग हमारे सामने कूदे थे।
देखिए, ये कॉल हमें सुबह 8:50 पे मिली थी और 8:51 पे दिल्ली फायर सर्विस ने इसके ऊपर 7 गाड़ियां टर्न आउट करी थी। और जैसे कॉल की फ्रीक्वेंसी, कॉल्स हमारे पास ज़्यादा आनी शुरू हुई तो हमने जो है अपनी फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ाई गाड़ियों की, और साथ में ऑफिसर्स की स्ट्रेंथ भी बढ़ाई है। और जो हमारी टीम यहाँ पहुँची थी, उस टीम ने पहुँचते ही यहाँ पर फायर फाइटिंग और सर्च ऑपरेशन दोनों एक साथ शुरू कर दिए थे। और इसके अंदर से हमने सबसे पहले बेसमेंट से 6 कैजुअल्टी को निकाला था। उसके बाद जैसे जैसे आग को हम बुझाते चले गए, आगे बढ़ते चले गए, और हमने ऊपर जाकर के ऊपर की फ्लोर से भी लोगों को निकाला। टोटल 37 लोग हमने यहाँ से निकाले, और उनको हमने जो कैट्स थी यहाँ पर या दूसरी और PCR थी, उनके थ्रू हमने यहाँ से हॉस्पिटल्स में शिफ्ट करा।
सर, अक्सर से ये सवाल होता है कि जब हो जाते हादसे तब अथॉरिटीज को समन किया जाता है, पहले क्यों नहीं होता सर? ये
आपको आशीष ने बताया ना, जवाब दिया अभी।
सर, इसका जवाब नहीं मिला सर, क्योंकि इससे पहले भी चीजें हुई हैं।
मिनिस्टर देंगे।
अब जब होता है तो बोलता है डीएम जो है वो कार्रवाई करेंगे, पहले क्यों नहीं होता है? सर दीजिए। नो आंसर एज एक्सपेक्टेड. This has what we have seen in the past also, and Sati, this is what we being seen once again. But we'll keep on questioning the authorities.
And with this, we will slip into a very, very short break. But this is going to be our top focus ahead as well. Stay with us.